Oh, hey, what's up? I'm glad this thing is connected now, finally. I don't know if it's the internet or, I don't know, the servers or something. But, it's good to see you. I know we didn't really talk that much during class, I'm kind of quiet, kind of shy and whatnot, but you seem very cool, so, yeah, I thought, it'd be cool if we partner up for our homework and whatnot. So, yeah. I think what we should do, though, is get to know each other before we, start on this project, because, I don't know, maybe we could be friends or something. So I have a bunch of questions I made just for you. And, I think I want to ask you them, so. Is that okay with you? Alright. I did have something I wanted to give you. I don't know if this is the type of gift you like, but I was going to give it to you when we were in class and stuff. And it is Shadow the Hedgehog, plush. It's very hard to find these, at least after the Sonic 3 movie. It was very difficult to find him. But, yeah. Yeah. So, shall we? Let me just get some water first. I think you should get some water too if you haven't already. That was good. I needed that. So, let's get straight into these questions, shall we? Yeah, I hope you appreciate the gift. I hope you like it. I hope it's something, you can just use or not use. I hope it's a plushie, but you know what I mean. So I'll answer some of these questions myself, but like I said, they're mainly for you. Now, sorry, it's like mad hot in here. I might be moving around trying to get some air currents going. You know what I'm saying? So question number one for you. What is one thing you would like to change about yourself? I'm trying to figure out an answer for myself. I don't know about me specifically, but feel free to answer these, in the comments down below. What I would like to change, my spending habits. I am a very bad spender. I will save money and then I will snowball spend, so it'll start small and I'm like, this is healthy. I buy something else and then it turns into me not even looking at how much I have, and I just, yeah, I know. I need help. All right, number two. I don't know how many questions I have. I just got a lot. So, number two. Are you a confrontational person? Would you say you're confrontational? I don't think there's anything wrong with being a confrontational person, per se. It just depends on if you're a problem starter or not. People like to, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? They like to, I don't know, but they like to hide under the word confrontational for substitute it from being problematic. Anyways, next question I have for you. Thank you for answering. Thank you for chilling with me too and working on the project with me. What is your favorite hobby to do alone? Yeah, that's a good one. What's your favorite hobby to do alone? Me? Oh man, I love going to the movie theaters by myself. The last movie I saw in theaters by myself is F1. Very good movie. And before that, it was, I saw another one alone, Ballerina. And next, I'm going to watch Superman, so I hope that one's good. Next question. What would your best friend say is your best quality? Yeah. I don't know if I can think of a few from me. It's kind of hard talking about yourself in that way, you know? Trying to be humble and whatnot, you learn kind of to not think about yourself that way. So for me, I don't know. I'll tell you a quality I love about myself. You know, my patience. I think I'm a very patient person, or at least it's one of the things I work on the most. So yeah, what about you? Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, I think that's a good quality to have. Next, what do you hope you grow out of? Like bad habits, perhaps. Like me. I hope I grow out of the spending. Yeah. Like I said earlier. What about you? Interesting. Okay. How about what's something you are very proud of, but don't get to brag about much? Yeah. What's something you're proud of that you've done or who you've become, but no one really asks you this question or you don't get to talk about it? Go ahead and just brag for a little bit. I want to hear what's going on. I want to hear what you think of, you know? Yeah. That's a good question. I think that's a very good question. I got a lot of these everything off the internet, I'm not gonna lie. But I like going to forums, you know? It's a bit better than going like BuzzFeed and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't mess with BuzzFeed. Next up. Okay. Where am I at? I lost my spot. I'm asking you like you can see what I'm looking at. What are some beliefs you do have that most people would disagree with, actually? I don't know about me, honestly. I have to think for a bit on this one. What are some beliefs you have that most people will disagree with? Not controversial necessarily. Just like, let's say there's a movie that you like Morbius, for example. I thought it was an okay movie, but people hate that movie, you know? Or what's another one? I don't know, like a movie you thought was mid that everyone else likes. Like Fight Club. I didn't think that movie was as amazing as everyone says. I don't think that's controversial though. Maybe. But yeah, it was alright. Like it was a cool concept. But you know. Next question though. Let's keep it moving, okay? Next question. When and where did you go on your first date ever? Or where do you want to go if you haven't been on a first date yet? Where would I like to go? I don't know. Well, actually, I've never been to a Korean barbecue restaurant. One time I was supposed to go with a group of friends, but the night kind of fell apart. Everyone had to go home. So I never got to. I've always wanted to like cook the food in the middle of the table, just while cooking the food and eating it. I feel like that's so cool. That's like one of the best restaurant like days with a friend or like anyone. You just cook food, you just talk, you know what I'm saying? I think that's a cool concept. Yeah, what about you? First date, once. Some nice ones. May have to steal some of those ideas. Next, this is the next one. Okay, what is a controversial opinion you have? It could be very controversial. It could be slightly controversial. What's a controversial opinion you have that you would get not dragged for? I don't know. Me, I'm not sure if those TV shows like Love Island and, stuff like that should exist. I think it pushes a bad narrative. It's, people like what they like. But I don't, like, for example, I used to watch Jersey Shore when I was young. There's no reason I should have been watching that. And I know you can chalk it up to parents. But even when I got older and I tried to look back at some of the episodes, I'm like, some of the stuff seems a little too private to be on the internet or on TV. Like, they're doing the do. That's like adult content. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like real. It's live streamed. It's crazy. Drama is over sexualized, I think. So yeah, that's a controversial take. Other people disagree, but that's okay. Not everyone's supposed to agree with you. Yeah. All right, now next question. What song do you love but are too embarrassed to listen to with others around? Damn, I'm not necessarily embarrassed, but I like to avoid the unnecessary conversations of someone projecting their own stuff onto me. So like, I love country, I love K-pop, I love screamo, black metal, literally anything that's like that, like where the normies don't really listen to. I love listening to. Like, I will literally put on piano. I will put on movie soundtracks like from Dune or Oppenheimer. I will put on soundtracks from anime. I will put soundtracks from games or, like music. I love melody. Lately I've been listening to a lot of K-pop, and I've also been listening to a lot of, I don't know the word, but it's like more somber, like music. I don't know the word, but I've also been listening to Oppenheimer soundtrack. And, yeah, like throwing that on in the car or with someone, I don't know. And I love country. Luke Combs, man, that's my guy. I love country. So when someone says, do you know anybody who listens to everything? I do. Tell them I do. I listen to everything. Music I don't understand, different genres, EDM, techno, rave, dubstep, metal, black metal, new metal, jazz, like everything, country. I listen to everything, folk music, everything under the sun. Now, what about you? Next question. Where do you see yourself 4 years from now? Do you see yourself as an artist, a musician, a digital artist, a cosplayer, a streamer, a YouTuber, a doctor, a police officer, a lawyer? What, or just making something, I don't know, traveling? Where do you see yourself? It's nice hearing you talk about stuff you're into. Not a lot of people get to talk about stuff they like. No one really seems to care these days. But that's like a part of meeting but that's a part of meeting people, just getting to know what they like. So yeah, thanks for participating. You ever just play with stuff in your room while you're just talking on the phone? Like, you just do random stuff. You're vacuuming the ceiling. You're like, I don't know, folding clothes. You're just doing random stuff. Anyways, do you think, this is the next question. Do you think enemies can become friends in real life. Like, if there's my apologies, if there is two people beefing, like you're just going at it, right? And you don't talk again. Can you ever be friends with that person? I think it's possible. Because like there have been people I've known who might have had the wrong idea of me from like a minor interaction or something, or they heard from someone and become a one-sided enemy, or maybe there was like a small scuffle, and then we grow up a little bit and are like, you're actually pretty cool. I don't know why we was beefing back then. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, next question. Are you the type of person to lose your temper easily? Don't lie. Do you be raging when you play video games? Do you rage? Now, I used to be someone like this when I was younger and I didn't have a good emotional outlet. I used to be very upset at certain games, but it was a slow burn, which is worse in my opinion. Cause like, you play more and more games, and then you get madder. And then there's that one thing that just pisses you off. Yeah, but I don't know. I've come to realize, why am I leaving school, work, whatnot, in that type of environment to come back to doing something I love or want to do just to not enjoy it? Doesn't make sense. So I learned to enjoy stuff like that, and leave all the serious emotion for space in life. Because life is hard already. Why you gotta go make it harder for yourself when you get home? I mean, trolls. Yeah, I understand. Trolls. They have a special place in my heart when they troll me. Some trolls are actually funny though. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, next question. What is something you've never told anyone ever? Your secret is safe with me. I'm listening. Your secret is safe with me. I'll never tell anybody, not a soul. Alright, not a soul. Let's say, you know what? Let me think of something. Then maybe I'll share it with you. Let's see. Shit, I don't know, bruh. A secret. This one's... What's something I do I don't tell people? This is not necessarily a secret, but I've never told anyone just cause, even if it comes up in conversation. So, when I was younger, shit, man. I'm telling you first, okay? So, this is like real shit too. Like, when I was younger, like let's say ages 9 through like 11, I would play a plethora of games that are meant for girls because I thought their detailing was so damn good and it made the game enjoyable and the concepts were good that no guys had games like that. Like, I used to do this. I don't know if it was a Barbie game, but you could take care of a horse. It was like you took care of a horse and you'd be able to ride it around and stuff like that. And horses were my favorite animal when I was young. It was wolves, saber-toothed cat, and horses. And right now it's just wolves and crows and ravens. But yeah, back then horses were like my number one favorite animal. And I was like, there's no horse games for dudes anywhere. So then I would do that. And then there's like puppy love. You take care of the dog and shit. And then there was, what's another one? My Little Pony. I used to watch that show. I used to watch My Little Pony. and totally spies and trolls and all that shit, bro. But look, My Little Pony was actually fucking lit. I'm not gonna lie. They had some like Dragon Ball Z fights in that bitch. There was a nigga named Discord. He was like some hybrid creature that they'll be fighting and shit. And my favorite character was Rainbow Dash. I fuck with Rainbow Dash, and I like I think it's like a moon pony. It's not Twilight Sparkle. It's not that. You see, I know I know all the names. Pinkie Pie. You know what I'm saying? Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy. You know what I'm saying? I know the names, my nigga. It was a moon one. It was like a moon goddess one. It was like a moon and I think a sun or moon and angel. But it was like all black or dark, whatever. But yeah, I used to watch that shit back in the day when I was younger. And totally spies. I fuck with the green outfit one with the orange hair or brown hair. I don't know. Yeah, my nigga. Shit. It is what it is, my nigga. Next up, that was a little secret. You know, we're getting to know each other. We gotta laugh at ourselves, you know. Not take life so seriously. Not take ourselves so seriously. So, next up is, what is something, oh no, I already did that. What is your, here's one. What skill did you master when you were younger that you've forgotten since? Like something you were just prestige at. It can even be a game. Like something you were so, like, good at, but you just completely forgot that shit. I don't know of one that I might have had, if I'm being honest. Oh, I think I was like good at paper crafts. Like I'll be making paper guns and shit. Like if you're an OG, like YouTube, used to watch YouTube back in the day, there was a trend to make paper weapons. Like you could literally clock a paper gun back and shit. Like I used to make those shits, but I got so good to the point where I started making my own versions. Like I could make a motherfucking Draco out of paper. That's not good. I had like 4 paper guns in my room. Just hidden under the bed. I got in trouble when I got caught. So I used to make shurikens, knives, all types of crazy shit with paper. Crazy. Good old day. Crossbow. I made a fucking crossbow. Alright. And that one actually worked, which was crazy. I somehow got that shit to work. Like I was an architectural genius. And I was definitely 10 to 11. I remember, because the Muppet movie came out and I was watching that bitch while making one. Next up, what's your stance on which way the toilet paper goes, over or under? This one is gonna make or break this friendship, okay? I think that it goes over. So let's say, you know, you have the toilet. This is the toilet paper, and this is the part you pull. I think it goes over. It goes over, and you pull it like that, not under. I don't know who does the under thing. Over is the way. Over is the way. I hope you agree. I'm gonna have to block you. Alright, next question. You know, you're really cool. I'm having a very nice time right now. You know. Next question. I hope you're enjoying the questions, by the way. What are your 3 favorite traits / characteristics about yourself? If you could just choose just any 3 characteristics about yourself, what would they be? Good characteristic. Next question. What is something you wish was socially acceptable? Oh man, I have so many. Coming from being an introvert, oh man, I have so many that I wish. Because most people in the world are extroverts. Like, most people are feelers. For one, a feeler is like someone who leads with emotion rather than logic. You know, ENFP, INFP, ESFP, etc. The F. And I'm an INTJ, right? I'm an introvert. So I think that it should be just the life and how introvert people operate should be normalized and not just chalked up to just weird. Like, I go to anime conventions. Some people find it weird. Like, you go to a convention, you want to duck off to the quiet room. I love the quiet room. I get to debrief, and I get to enjoy my stuff. And that, we don't always want to laugh and smile at everything. Some things might not just be funny, my nigga. So, like, it don't mean we're assholes. Or sometimes we don't feel like talking to people. It don't mean we're assholes. Like, if you really need help and you're going to call up or text and, you know what I'm saying, we're going to be there. We just might not always want to talk all the time, but I'm going to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Just think about stuff like that. I think introverts should be normalized. Next up, like being quiet and not always having to fill the space with words and noise. You can just sit and be silent. Just because someone's silent doesn't mean they're judging you. They're just chilling. And trust me, if they're judging you, they're probably never going to be around you. They're probably never going to hang out with you. Now, what is a fictional character you relate to the most? I love this one. I really love this question. Please tell me. I want to know what character you resonate with, because I love characters. I love shows. Yeah. I have a plethora of characters that I've took pieces and bits of their personality and ideals and morals and ethics, and I merged it into one big ball. And that is me. Because, some people had their big brother, sister, uncle, teacher they looked up to as a kid. I had TV. I was always like shut off from socializing with family and friends and shit. So I would just fuck with TV and I watched all the good shit. So I have characteristics from a lot of characters. Yeah. I don't think there's one that I'm all around like. But I would love to hear about you though. Next, we're almost done. We have a lot to go. Next up, what is a hobby you've always wanted to pick up, but you never picked the hobby up? And why? Go pick the hobby up. There was one thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to learn how to sew plushies. I wanted to learn how to sew plushies so I can sell them at anime conventions. But the thing is, there's literally no Death Note plushies. Really. I mean, there is, but you go to a convention, it's like Demon Slayer, Naruto, maybe on Host Club or some shit. It's just stuff, right? There's never the ones I want. Like, I would love to get an angel from Platinum End. I don't know if you've ever watched that show, but the angels, their designs are so peak. Especially like the Death Angel or Destruction Angel, so peak. I wish I could have a plushie of that, or a plushie of Nate River from Death Note, or Mello from Death Note, or Matt from Death Note. But cool, there's variants. Every other Demon Slayer has a variant plushie. I would be making Killua's, Light, L, Nate River, or Near River. Nate is his real name, but I'd be making stuff like that, So I always want to do that. I hope you're really sharing your stuff in the comments down below. Next question. If you didn't live where you live right now, where would you want to live? If you didn't live where you live right now, where would you want to live? I think. Well, I live in California, and I absolutely love California. I've been to various different states, and I've been out the country one time. But like California, it has literally everything. There's literally a Western cowboy town, a German town, Cambodian, Korean, Japanese, Hispanic, like there's a town, and when I mean it's a town, like it's, the buildings are designed after the culture as well, and the stores, and it's like you're just going into different countries and stuff, or a whole new world. It's so cool. Like, you want to learn, just go to one of these like neighborhoods and stuff and go shop at their stores. And I went to a Mexican bakery. Oh my gosh, they have so much stuff, and it's like the price crazy. The other night I went to a Japanese restaurant by accident. I didn't even know it was Japanese, but the food, I felt like I was back in Japan. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And then there's like every season, sort of, because it does snow, but you have to go up to the mountains. But we have mountains, beaches, forests, sand dunes, I believe. I think we do. Like, we have everything in California. Disney, like, we have everything. Universal, everything, you know? So, yeah. But I do want another vacation, like, so bad. I want to go back to Japan, or I want to go to South Korea, maybe. Cause I always see those TikToks where they're like going to the convenience stores. I don't know if it's 7-Eleven or whatever, but it's a 7-Eleven equivalent, right? It's a market. And I went in Japan, they had these too, but it's like a cup with ice. And then you get to go get a drink and put it in there. And they always put the sucker in there. I don't know what it, like, I feel like it melts and makes it a flavor, but man, I don't know. It just looks tasty. And they have like the coffee that they do and put on the ice, and they have like the sandwiches. Like, their food in the market it looks so delicious. I just want food. That's why I want to go. I just want the food. Experience the culture, of course, but the food, I'm a big bag. I'm a big bag. I'm about to go eat after this. After our little video chat. Yeah. Next, this is a joke question, sorta. Let me set the mood, right? You like jazz? The B movie. If you haven't seen the B movie, nigga, lock in, folk. Alright, next. What are your 3 most visited websites? Yeah. What are your 3 most visited websites? Mine, YouTube, Twitch, and, YouTube, Twitch. What's another one that's really like most visited? Maybe, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I really don't know the third. Because there's like, for YouTube, you know, I upload videos and whatnot. And then I edit, you know, I don't purchase like softwares for pictures. I think that's unnecessary. So I go online, I have like my little editing softwares that I Photoshop. So, but I don't want to count that. The same with the fact that I learn languages, right? I learn languages, and there's a website as well as an application for the area I learn languages in. But I don't want to do that too, because maybe, I don't know. Alright, next question. If you want me to know only one fact about you, what would it be? Or anyone? If you can just, you know, have someone know something about you and they're not like questioning it and stuff like that, what would it be? Like a first impression. Okay, we have 3 more to go. Well, we have 4 more to go. What is your biggest life regret so far? Mine is probably not taking every opportunity that presented itself to me. My life could have been so different, but at the same time, what if it wasn't like this? So I don't know if I can regret it, really. I feel like everything I've done led up to where I'm at right now. But what if it could have been better, right? It's always the what ifs. What if it could have been this way, but a little better? Or what if the journey was better? You still would have ended up in the same spot, but with a better journey. Next question. What's a movie you could watch every day? For me, it used to be The Giver. Because I read the book and shit. And I watched the movie and I was like, damn. And then it was Big Fat Liar. Actually, Big Fat Liar was first. I was younger. And I actually watched it so much my Blu-ray player burned the DVD. Right now, I don't know. Second to last question. Do you want your own family someday? That's a loaded one, right? Maybe. No. Yeah. Significant other, little ones, mini yous running around, animals. And last but not least, what do you love/hate the most about life? Not your life, just life. I love experiences that make me just positively disassociate. I don't know a way to put it, but you leave a really good movie and you're just like, you need an hour to process it, you're just stuck. Or you listen to that song in a specific environment, or you go see a crazy lake with mountains, you're just like, fuck, how am I gonna top this feeling? That's like addicting. It's really addicting. I think that's another reason why I like going to the theaters. Leaving. You just, I don't know. You're in a whole different world and stuff, and it's really addicting feeling to chase, but I feel like it sometimes can leave you empty. It's something, man. But yeah, thank you for chatting with me. I hope you enjoy your shadow plushie. I'm gonna bring to the school. I might give you that. Make sure you watch Bunny Girl Senpai, Jessup Darling, Don the Don. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll see you when I see you. And take care. It was nice hanging out with you.